Hi, I'm Derek Black. I'm the head of customer success at revVana. And today we're going to be talking about a part of revVana plans called measures. And right here, I have a plan that is set up for professional services estimation. And because it's set up for professional services, we're using some specific measures. And right here, the measure that we're showing first is forecast hours. And I can change between different measures here to see a billable rate for a resource. So a project manager costs $325 an hour, or I can look at the total amount that we're expected to get based off of the hours booked for a given week. And I can toggle here to just view all the measures that I want in my multiple measure view to see what's going on. So measures are fields that you can add to revVana. You just add a custom field like you would any other object in Salesforce to our plan line item schedule record, which are these things here, to give more detail, give more information on your scenarios of what you want to show. And these are configurable for every single scenario that you have in Salesforce built on revVana. So if you want to have these types of plans for professional services, but for other types of revenue activities in Salesforce, you want to look at completely different things because, forecast hours don't matter for, say, hardware sales or subscription sales or something like that. You want to look at something completely different way with different fields, different calculations, different numbers. That's what you can use measures for. So here, this is configured to show margin percent, cost. All these things are editable, not editable, depending on how they're configured. I'm just going to show today really quick how to add a new measure and where that kind of works. So here in the demo org, where we've been kind of building along things like that, you can see I don't have anything here to pick or choose. It's because I haven't configured any other measures. Right now, I'm only showing the revenue amount for each schedule here, which is each month. So the monthly predicted revenue is all that we have here. If I wanted to add in something else, I can go and I can look and see what's available on my plan line item schedule record. So in the worksheet, these are my plan line items, which are for this service bronze is what we'll talk about. That has a specific line item for it. And then the line item has plan line item schedules. And it's the fields on these schedules that are available to be made measures. So in this case, I'm just going to kind of look around and find something interesting that I might want to put on here. Here I have cumulative amount. So how much of this is added up over time, which I think that's something that's kind of interesting to show and an example of a measure that I want to add. And just to kind of show what that looks like a little bit more, like if I go to something further down in the calendar here, this cumulative amount will show me how much money I've made off of this product, like year to date, or kind of like start date to this current date. So like how much money would I have made off of this plan line item in January? It's going to be $5,000. So how do I surface this and show it on the worksheet? That's where measures come in. So what I'll do is I will go into setup. And I will go and find the field that I care about. So I'll go look at that on plan line item schedule, which is here. And I wanted to use that cumulative amount field. So I'll go and find the field that I want to create a measure for. And this is the API name for it, which I'm going to need. So I'm going to grab this API name, I'm going to copy it. And then the measures are configured sort of globally and set up as value sets. So I go to pick list value set, and I have a measures value set that comes from the revVana package. If I go to edit this, oops, I actually want to click here. If I want to add a new measure, say new, I'll go ahead and put my API name in here and save it. And now I have a new measure record. and I'll typically want to edit the label here. So cumulative quantity. I think I actually wanted cumulative amount, I believe. Let's go find that API name. Quick, I'll do it another way. Cumulative amount. So yeah, it's actually this field that I want. No big deal, a little misstep, but I will put in cumulative amount here and I'll call this amount. So now I have the new value in my pick list value set for measures that references this. The next thing I need to do to make it available for my scenario is go to the revVana configurator. And go to my scenario. I can edit this now. And now I have cumulative amount is available in this pick list to show here. I'm going to add this to the multi-measure view fields. I'm not going to make it editable. It's just going to be viewable. And I'll save it. By doing this, I should be able to go to my plan and refresh the page and now see my new measure that's available. So that's been saved. And go to this plan. And yeah, I have view multiple measures and I have my cumulative amount now. So I can see how the revenue is going up over time for these two, whereas all received in the first period. The cumulative is, of course, the same because there's nothing extra getting added in here. And then for here, it scales up over time. So that's how you add something to the layout here. So it's visible and you can see it, do stuff, customize your scenarios to show your end users more information or give them the ability to add or edit different pieces of the puzzle for your forecast. So that's measures, and they're super useful for customizing scenarios.